So today, talking about things that buyers often wonder about, but they never seem to ask. Does the slope or angle of the driveway really matter in terms of affecting the value of the home? And I will say yes, but it depends, because sometimes you need that steep driveway in order to get those awesome views. So it's a trade-off. But if it's a challenging driveway and there's really no upside because of it, then yes, that can negatively affect the value. Also, if you're in town and you've just got a steep driveway, a lot of people that want to be working on their car or washing the car in their driveway or doing things, they're not going to be as happy. So they won't have as many buyers looking for that steeper driveway in town or out of town. If the seller has a water feature like a fountain or a pond, things like that, buyers often wonder, like, am I actually paying extra for this, or how does that work? So again, it's going to depend on the property. Sometimes there's, especially you get properties that maybe back onto a busy road, and having a water feature, a little pond, waterfall is going to help eliminate some of that background noise of traffic. So that's going to add value. But also at the same time, we see properties where sellers have gone way over the top with koi ponds and extravagant landscaping, and there is a limit to the value that they're going to get back. So sometimes as a buyer, yeah, no, you're not going to be paying full value for a lot of those extras. Question that comes up often is if a buyer or a property owner is wanting to build or create their dream forever property, and they're going to put a lot of custom touches that are specific to them. Should they do that? Is it worth doing? And for the most part, I'm going to say it's 100% worth doing if that is what you want, because you should be happy in your home and create the environment that you want to live in, 100%. However, if this is just a short-term move and you're thinking resale value, then you need to be smart about the features that you're choosing for your home. But will a home with a view always be worth more than a home that doesn't have that view? In general, yeah. So it's about supply and demand, and there are fewer view properties, especially in our area here around Parksville, Qualicum Beach, where it's relatively flat. You know, to Nanoose, you're going to see more views, but there's trade-offs. So in general, in our market, absolutely the view properties pull a premium, and they're almost always worth more. So when it comes to traffic or busyness, so if you're located on a busier street or road or near a highway, how is this affecting the value? Yeah, absolutely. Unless there's a benefit for you to be on that and have that frontage onto the highway. For example, you had a home-based business, you want to have signage. But other than that, those properties that are near traffic and noise and busyness are going to be worth less comparatively than something just a block off. So what about backing onto a park, green space, forest, things like that? Absolutely. That almost certainly 100% of the time will add value to your property. It's nice to not have neighbors behind you or beside you. People will pay a premium for that. We see that all the time. The only time where it could be a negative is in terms of having large, really tall trees behind your property in terms of sunshine, especially through the winter season. That may negatively affect. But in terms of living enjoyment and not having neighbors right next door, yeah, that is a big plus. Now, if the home has some uncommon features, something that's a little bit weird or different, like a slide from the second floor down to the lower, or an indoor hot tub, indoor pond, or like a solarium full of plants, these things, yeah, they don't always add value. Those are items that homeowner put in there specific to them. They should not be expecting to see a real return on value there. Same thing with hot tubs or swimming pools, right? They're really hit and miss whether they will actually add value for the buyer. Yeah, if you've got questions or about the features and benefits that will actually add value to the property or that are worth paying for, reach out to me. I've got a long list. Happy to chat. Thanks again for watching.